Hello, welcome back to Mr. Arsenal podcast, everyone, and another match day watch along, but not involving Arsenal. We're coming back for part 3 to complete the trilogy, as they say. Last year we did both old Manchester United v Liverpool, Liverpool v United, 5-0 at Old Trafford, 4-0 at Anfield. Could it happen again, Colin?
Yes, quite easily, actually.
Oh, by the way, we're top of the league.
I know. I'm enjoying it for what it is. Like, I'm not even lying, yeah? Like, see today at work, yeah? I was the smuggest bastard going, because... And the thing about it is, you know what made today even better? The fact that I work with a Chelsea fan. That made it all the better.
My neighbour's a Chelsea fan. He's avoiding me like the plague.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm golden right now. Don't go fuck. You know what? I know it's not going to last. I think we all know that deep down. But right now, I'm enjoying it for what it is. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Top of the league for, even if it's just for a week. All right?
I'll take it.
We're top of the league for a week minimum, right? And should be told, if you can't enjoy those brief moments of joy, you really must be a miserable bastard. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Enough about United. What about yourself?
It's funny you mention that, right? Because I did phone my dad earlier, right? Contrary to popular belief, I didn't do it just to rub salt in the wound. I actually phoned him to wish him luck tonight.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
And, the worst thing about it is I'm going to see him this weekend because I'm heading up to his over the weekend. So
well, that'd be interesting.
I'll see him this weekend, but I think after tonight, I may just avoid him for a week.
I think if things go the way we're expecting, and especially they've got Southampton next away, Southampton are playing a bit decent football since.
Do you know what, mate? They'll beat Southampton. They will.
I don't know.
No. Mate, I'm being deadly serious. I think
they should beat United.
I think they'll beat Southampton, and my reasoning is, right, if you look at who Southampton have played, they've played Tottenham, who, I mean, even still, they went 1-0 up against Tottenham to start out with. So there is Tottenham are fallible. Let's not pretend that they're not. Who else they play? Villa.
Played Villa, and I think they played Leeds.
No, they
played Leeds. I don't think now. No, it's Leeds and Leicester. So Leeds at Elland Road, and it was no. I'm trying to think now.
I think it was Villa. No. What? No.
They played Leicester this week, didn't they?
Yeah, they played Leicester this weekend.
It was Leeds at St Mary's. Sorry, Leeds at St Mary's. I apologise. Yeah. And they were 2-0 down. They came back and they drew 2-2, and then they beat Leicester this weekend.
Right. So you take stock of who they've gotten points against, right? Leeds are a good side, and I think Jesse Marsh has done a very good job with them. And credit to the Leeds board as well, because they've not just gone for any old name. They've gone with one that can continue the Bielsa, the Bielsa way. So they've stuck with the same kind of track there. But Leicester, I mean, I don't know if you've seen this last night, but there was rumblings that Brendan Rodgers might have been sacked last night.
Yeah, I saw this as well. I was on Facebook, and someone there's an Arsenal fan who literally follows me and fan and all that, and a subscriber, and basically they put it out there that Brendan Rodgers has been sacked, and then obviously nothing's gone official yet. But I went in this immediate one on Twitter, and quite a few Leicester accounts are saying the same thing, that meetings have been held.
Yeah,
they haven't been happy since the back end of last season, and.
Yeah, for it to all come out at once like it did last night, there's clearly something going on there. Whether it's been made official or not. Do you know what? this might sound strange, but in a way, I feel kind of sorry for Brendan Rodgers because that board have really let him down. Because they're about to lose Fofana to Chelsea. They could lose Tielemans to us. And they've still got Jamie Vardy, who's 35.
Could have just extended his contract, by the way, for another year.
So
or 2 years.
When you look at that team now, I mean, because remember, a lot of people were saying Leicester, not even that long ago, like, was it 3 years ago now, where people were saying Leicester could be a top 6 side. Now you look at it like, I mean, I don't think they'll go down because I think there's clubs worse than them. But, I mean, bottom half, absolutely this season.
Well,
based on what I've seen from them, I mean, I can't see anything less. I can't see anything more than bottom half of them.
Well, if they pull their finger out, they could go down next season. They could get worse. That's the reality of things from a Leicester point of view.
That's what I mean by I feel sorry for Brendan because that board have let him down. Like they've not really. I mean, all right, they brought in Samari, they brought in
The goalkeeper,
Patson Daka, but they let Kasper Schmeichel go. Again, this is one of their very questionable decisions. They let Kasper Schmeichel go, and all right, fair enough. He's getting on a bit, so you have to move him on at some point.
Yeah.
But you replace him with effectively a goalkeeper that has only been a number 2 at this point in his career, and he's not really made any sort of like. I mean, I've not really seen much of Danny Ward apart from when he's played for Leicester, but I can't say he's been good because when I watched him when we played Leicester at the Emirates, right? There was times where there was a couple of the goals we scored. I was sitting there thinking, you know what? The keeper probably could have done more there.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing. There's the obvious. How can I put this? Without offending any Ward fans out there, but I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. There's the obvious depth, lack of levels. There's levels to this, especially as a goalkeeper. There's levels to these things. And Schmeichel, compared to Ward, there's a clear difference.
Yeah, there's a massive level out there.
And as you say, Arsenal v Leicester the other week. Well, okay, let's put it this way: the Xhaka goal. If Schmeichel's there and he's in goal, we're being brutally honest here. That Xhaka got the goal that takes it to 3-1. That doesn't happen. For example.
Yeah.
He makes more of a fight for the Jesus goals as well in terms of trying to keep them out.
And not to mention, Ryan, if Kasper Schmeichel's there, right, that defense is a lot more organized because Kasper Schmeichel would be screaming at them saying, "Get it, come in tighter."
That's what I mean.
With Danny Ward, like, don't get me wrong, I feel bad for him because he's just arrived in there and he's not developed relationships with the centre backs and the right backs, basically with the whole team that are there. But like at the same time, that's a massive oversight by Leicester as a club. I don't blame Danny Ward for that. That's not his fault.
No, he's been put into a situation.
This is what I mean, bro. This is what I mean by Leicester have let Brendan Rodgers down here because instead of thinking, you know what, we'll let Schmeichel go, but we'll replace him with a goalkeeper of similar quality. They've not done that.
No. Let's say this team's on the way out. We'll touch on this game as well. Anyway, we'll go back to there's a conversation when the game gets underway, it's dead probably, or it's 5-0 after 5 minutes.
You're really having it tonight, bro.
Mate, I'm again as an Arsenal fan. We said this last week in the match of the day thing. After all the shit their fan base, by the way, their poor fan base, by the way, because I'm going to rip into them in a minute. All the shit they've given us for fucking years about back into Wenger, the Unai Emery's early years of Arteta, all that shit they've given us, and now they are going through it like we had to. And I don't see a way out of them because they haven't got they haven't got the fan base and haven't got the patience for Ten Hag to do what Arteta's done on any level. They'll turn on him like you would not believe. And they're just spineless. I mean, 2 weeks ago, after the Brighton game, we straight away, next day, on Twitter, all over social media, empty Old Trafford for Man United v Liverpool, the next home game. Empty it. Do not go in at all costs. Protest. Make your voice heard. To correct me if I'm wrong, there's a sellout crowd in there. All because, and know why? Because they bought Casemiro. Oh, a shiny new toy that we're going to fucking just to harass as he walks into the stadium, by the way. Oh, shiny new toy. But haven't the Glazers done this before, Colin? Am I missing something?
Yeah.
It's pathetic. I'm just like,
this is the thing, yeah. Our owners, not so much now, but they've done this as well in the past. So I would say that as far as the Glazers are concerned, I don't particularly. I don't know why my camera's fucking up on me to say. Right. Where was I? All right, the Glazers, right? Okay. In some respects, I can sympathize with Man United fans for having crap owners because we've been through that ourselves, so we can somewhat sympathize with them for that. However, if you have crap owners and you know your owners are crap, what you don't do is continue to buy the merchandise. What you don't do is fall for the Glazers' PR stunts. And you definitely don't do this. You definitely don't show up to a protest in a kit with Casemiro on the back. Like, brah. I mean, you know what?
oh dear.
You know when I said to you earlier that United fans deserve what they get?
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah, I know.
This is why.
I've got to agree with you now.
This is why they deserve what they get, and I have no sympathy for them whatsoever. Because again, you fall into the same traps over and over again. You sign a 30-year-old kiss, and again, I made this point on Twitter this week when the signing was made official, right? The problem with the Casemiro signing, I don't think Casemiro is a bad player. I don't. Like, I mean, you'd be mad to think that. But old Salah, oh Jesus, that was a dodgy moment right there. We're only 30 seconds in. Oh my god.
Well,
we're not off yet. The thing with the Casemiro signing, right, is one, he's 30 years old. And I know people are going to make a big thing, it shouldn't matter about his age. Well, actually, age in football does matter because a footballer's shelf life is pretty damn short. Number two, he's on a 5-year contract. Now, the guy's 30 now. And I don't know when he turns 31, right? But by the time that contract runs out, he'll be between 35 and 36, right? Adding to that, he's on 350k a week wages for 5 years. And now they're looking at spending 94 million on Anthony, when realistically you could quite easily spend that money on a couple of positions and improve the overall the overall health of the squad a lot better rather than just blowing it on one player. And this is why I say Man United fans deserve what they get, because they don't learn. They did this with Di Maria. They did this with Falcao. They did this with when was it? They did this with Cavani. They did it's big names, bro. That's all it is. They don't think, oh, will he improve our first team? Will he be here for the long term? No, no, and no.
Exactly. And this is what I said last week. We've seen this time and time again, because obviously Casemiro's rumours at the time we last spoke on here. It wasn't actually officially done and all that. And I said we've seen this before. We saw this under David Moyes, Lou Van Gaal, Mourinho, for God's sake. We saw this.
Mate, this is why you can't blame the managers at this point. Like, seriously, like if you, in my opinion, I don't think David Moyes got a fair crack of the whip at United.
No,
I don't think he did, because if you really want to look at it, he wanted Fabregas, he wanted Leighton Baines, he wanted Fellaini, he wanted, was it Luke Shaw as well? I think.
Shaw as well, yeah.
He wanted Ander Herrera, two players that were signed under Van Gaal, like, and I'm sure there's one or two more I'm forgetting, but that's 5 players that David Moyes asked you for, and you didn't give him them. Whether it would have worked or not is another question. Oh shit, Rashford did. Oh no, Van Dijk's got him.
Mate, Liverpool already. There's United are sitting back and looking for the ball. From what I'm seeing already, I know it looks like you're a few seconds ahead of me, but yeah.
Do you know what the mad thing is, right? Seeing these first opening, like he's opening 3 minutes or so. Ronaldo's not there, and all of a sudden United look like a better team.
Yeah, but they do this.
It's exactly what I said would happen. Bro, this is why I didn't rate the Ronaldo signing when it happened. And you know this because I told you this.
Yeah.
Ronaldo is only going to make them worse. And that's exactly what happened.
We spoke about it. It was
predictable. Yeah. Bro, it was the most predictable thing ever. Like, if you had said to me that Ronaldo comes into United next summer and United have the collapse of all collapses, I would have gone, yeah, it sounds about right. Legit, like, because the thing about it is, you have to remember, before Ronaldo, United looked pretty good at times under Ollie.
Yeah, they were. You could see there was can't believe I'm saying this, but there was something there.
Liverpool are in. James Milner. Oh,
they were 1 or 2 players away from being competitive on like domestic title fronts wise, like league title wise, not just cup but league title. They weren't that far away.
No.
But just
here's a question for you, mate. Right? See if United under Ollie just signed Sancho and Varane. Do you think Man United are closer to the title under Ollie?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because you'd have Sancho. This is the thing. Before Ronaldo came in, and I'm touching this, bring Jesse Lingard into this as well. Before Ronaldo comes in, a couple of games beforehand, start that last season, Jesse's playing and he's scoring goals. Pogba, the link, everyone's playing. There's a link up play. There's fluidity to the football. It's attractive to. Even as a neutral, got to say this is it's attractive to. It was attractive to watch at the start of the season. The second Ronaldo comes in, you can. We spoke about it offline.
Yep.
At the time, everything had to go through him.
We would spoke about it online,
you could tell straight away. It was all about him. Ronaldo. Everything had to go through Cristiano now.
Yeah, and that's only highlighted by the fact that Bruno fell off a cliff. Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh no, it's just a free kick.
No, again, Stefan. We're not saying Ollie was ever going to win the league, but the team before they go and sign Ronaldo, panicked by the way because they didn't want City getting him apparently. From obviously what Sky were telling us at the time, City was on the verge of getting him. That's all a whole panic. But what we're trying to say is they weren't far off. They're literally a few signings away from being able to compete for the title, not win it, but compete for it. Oh, I saw that now. Bloody hell!
Yeah, Trent not really helping his team out there.
Trent defending yet again, not.
Yeah, he's going forward. Trent's elite, but defensively, he's a bit. He can be good defensively, but he's not.
9 times out of 10, though, you're asking for it. Yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't have if he has Van Dijk next to him, he's fine. But sometimes Van Dijk's not always there, and that was the case against Palace as well.
But what was it? Seven also said in the chat, anyone following Fergus was on a hiding to nothing. Yeah, it's true. Obviously, I've nearly 3 decades, or 30 years anyway. 3 decades of one manager and all that success. There's always going to be the hot seat was always going to be hard to fill straight from the off. But they never gave him a chance. They've given him 2 seasons, and the second season things hadn't improved under Moyes. You could then understand, like, we've had the full season, we're out of Champions League, we're in Europa League, Europa League, sorry, and things aren't improving. You can go, okay, they're giving a fair crack at the whip, 2 full seasons, time to move. But they didn't. They just gave him 8 months. And it was like not even a full season in the end because he got sacked in April that year.
Mate, they give him one player, right, and
with an aging squad.
And bearing in mind, yeah, and again, this is not a lot of people get it, but whether it was David Moyes or Sir Alex, what happened to United that season was going to happen regardless because the squad had fucking had it. Like, because Ferguson, for all his genius, right, he is, and I suppose to be at the top level for so long, you kind of have to be. He was selfish.
Yeah.
Like, that season, he didn't put United first. He bought Robin van Persie, and that brought them the league title. He goes out in a high, and that's it. Oh, there's Bruno. Oh, off the post. Oh,
You're not actually going to turn up tonight, seriously?
United are actually doing quite well.
Fuck off, United. We want our fun.
Yeah, we want our fun. That's good from Bruno. See that? As soon as Ronaldo's not on the side, Bruno looks far better. Like, madness.
No. Again, though, they were playing like this against Brighton, and the second that Brighton scored, they just fell apart, didn't they?
Yeah.
I know it's the first game of the season and nerves and all that. It's going to be different because it is a big derby game, big rivalries and all that. So if they do go 1-0 down, you'd expect to see some fight.
Yeah, that was good from Bruno, though. Like, Bruno's been quite good so far. Like, and again, it goes back to the whole Ronaldo argument. Like, as soon as Ronaldo goes in that team, Bruno's form drops. But the second you pull him out, he looks like he did when he first turned up. Like, there's no coincidence there. Ronaldo was the issue.
No, again, and there was rumours when United signed Ronaldo that him and Bruno don't get on anyway. From the international side of things, they don't get on because of this reason.
Like, Ronaldo doesn't get along with anybody. Let's be honest.
I mean, what was it? Obviously, you watch Serie A more than me, but when I was about to leave, what was it? That Chiellini and all that came out and said, The reason it never worked with Ronaldo in terms of a Champions League success at Juventus is because everything had to go through him, basically.
Yeah.
It went from being a team effort to an individual. And we're seeing
not just that, Ryan. Yeah, Dybala the season before Ronaldo turned up was world class. Everyone was talking about Dybala before Ronaldo turned up. As soon as he turned up, it went to shit.
Yeah, I'm just sorry, I was listening to bloody cats out. I think, doesn't Dybala go to Roma now as well? Because Rob's still in the room there for free.
Yeah, that's do you know what? That's mental, that, because like, I mean, he is playing under Jose and whatnot. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say this now. I don't really care who gets upset at this. Fair play to Jose for what he's done at Roma, man. Fair play, man. Honestly, fair play. Because
exactly.
what he's done at Roma, right? They have not won a trophy since 2008. And last season he brings them a trophy in the Conference League. I know it's like a third-tier European trophy, but it's still a trophy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think. Okay. All right, maybe not. I don't think you can win a league with Jose. I mean, he could win Serie A. He might. You never know what could happen down the line. But I don't think he's a manager you bring in if you want to win a league. But if you just want to win a couple cups and you're willing to back him to the hill, Jose will work.
Unless you're Tottenham.
Well, that's a story in and of itself.
Only Tottenham could hire and berate him as Trophy Mourinho, but hire him as the serial winning Mourinho, as they
Bro, they sack him before a cup final. They sack him before the final.
6 days before the final, and replace him with a fucking novice.
Have you ever seen anything more ludicrous than that? No.
Did you hear about Ginny? I didn't know this until about a couple of hours ago. Ginny Wijnaldum. Did you hear about that? He broke his leg.
Did he?
Apparently, he's broke his leg, and he's gonna miss a World Cup, only a couple of months away.
Oh, there's Salah. Firmino. Oh,
fuck's sake, Liverpool! Why are you taking so long?
I want a goal fest from Liverpool here. I want 5-0, please.
You have one job, Liverpool, tonight. One job. Complete the trilogy.
Oh, Rashford's down.
It's kind of says broken leg and out for the rest of the season. Yeah, he's out. Well, he's definitely a broken leg. Yeah.
Oh.
Won't see him until.
Nah.
Won't see. Well, yeah, we won't see Wijnaldum now.
That's sad because he was one of their marquee signings as well.
Was it a loan or was it permanent?
Oh, Sancho! Oh, 1-0 United.
Oh, for the love of God.
Sancho.
Liverpool, what are you doing to us?
Come on, man. What are you doing? No, Sancho. Bastard.
You had one job, Liverpool. One job.
To be fair, that was good from Sancho. That really was. Jesus, Milner's having a go at Van Dijk, man. Jesus.
Look how far he is. Look how far away he is from the. He's just standing. Van Dijk, for anyone who's not watching.
Yeah.
The ball's coming and this, that, and the other.
I've got it here. Like,
there's like.
Oh, the gap there. They're not even looking at Sancho. Like, Sancho is like right behind Van Dijk, bro.
But Van Dijk, instead of going to the attacker, he just stands there like this, watching the ball, moving about, jostling. That's it.
I know. I mean, fair play to Milner. He at least tried to get in front of him. Van Dijk, up until the point where like Sancho even got the ball, Van Dijk's got his back to Sancho. Doesn't even know he's there. I mean,
at least he turned up for this.
Cheddars, bro, we want you to win, man. We want you to win. We want your battle. We don't want United winning here. No.
But I've just seen it as well with Milner a good few seconds ago now. And it's like, go into him, run into him, don't fucking stand there. That is piss poor defending.
That's pathetic from Liverpool. That really is pathetic. Like, if they lose this,
doesn't do that.
If they lose this, they're not winning the league. Not a chance.
She says, I did tell Rev we're losing. Yeah, Rev's not in the chat yet. He'll probably pop in at some point.
No. I mean, my prediction's already gone to shit. I thought 5-0, but
I said 6-0.
Hey, yours is worse than mine. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I said 6-0. So
even still, I'm giving United some credit here.
I don't give United. I can't do that. No,
I know you can. To be fair, I'm not giving them much credit. I said 5-0 Liverpool, so it's like.
Oh, dude. The irony is, when it was at 0-0 and all that, the view. Because I got the view thing on my screen. It was going up and down around the 20s and all that.
Oh, Milner.
It's now gone down to 6 because United are winning.
I don't think they'll keep it like this. I do think Liverpool will score.
They've got to do something.
Oh, Diaz. Unlucky.
Yeah, Liverpool got to do something, surely.
Mate, they've started really slow this season. I don't know what's going on with Liverpool, man. It's unlike them, like, because we're used to Liverpool just destroying teams from the off, but they've started really slow. Like they kind of got out of jail against Fulham, even though they did play well at times. They were poor against Palace in the first half, and they weren't. They got a goal back in the second half, but they weren't really showing urgency to get in front again. And when Darwin Núñez came off, they actually looked better for it, to be honest. But in this first half, Man United have been the better side. I can't even take that away from United because we're all watching it.
Yeah.
United just looked the better team.
It's just finally the year that Liverpool and Klopp, this squad meet. Start flagging because of especially how far they went last year by playing every game they did, and then losing Mane not long afterwards. And everybody replaced him. I know they brought in Núñez, but Núñez is an actual striker. Mane was a.
Oh, there's Sancho again. Rashford should score that. Sancho's been really good.
This is a comment, bloody hell. Trust BX, put this in the chat, Jesus. If you're tripping on mushrooms, don't watch Liverpool. Their kids will do you in.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Imagine if you're on that shit and you're a Liverpool fan. Imagine that.
Fucking hell, yeah, Jesus.
By the way, just to clear things up, we're not condoning that shit.
No.
We're not condoning that at all.
We're not AFTV.
No.
We
might throw a little bit of banter and a little bit of shame, but we don't condone that shit, all right?
Oh dear.
That's better. And again, Man United defensively have been quite good.
But you say, who's okay? We talked about Ronaldo earlier. Look who's missing in the defence, and suddenly you look good. The fridge.
No coincidence there, mate.
But yet, even if he continues to be now dropped from now on by Ten Hag, Southgate needs infinite wisdom and still take him to World Cup as a starter.
You know why that is, mate. It's because he's never let him down. And do you know why? Because Southgate plays in a back three, and that suits Maguire to a T. You can't play Maguire in a back four.
No.
Because then you get exposed. And to be fair, Maguire has looked pretty good for England under Southgate. So,
But then you look at the majority of our opponents that he's played against for England aren't exactly testing the quality, are they?
Yeah, you have to. I agree. You have to take stock of who you're playing against as well. If you and again,
It's the same with Pickford, though. It's the same with Pickford in terms of he never let me down for England. Well, of course, look at the opposition you have. Majority of the time.
Yeah.
Andrew's tweeted out a few minutes ago. What the fuck has happened to Liverpool? They are a pale shadow of themselves. Virtual Van Dijk defender was god awful for that goal. It was. I mentioned it.
Yeah, it was.
Our defender doesn't do that though. Our French Van Dijk doesn't do that.
Do you know what though? I kind of think. I think playing almost like every single game last season, right, where they're in all these different competitions, that's had an impact on the season without question. Because you can't, like, because we all like playing Football Manager and going on like mad runs where we win everything, but in reality, you can't do that without seeing some sort of like ripple effect. And I do think Liverpool at times pushed themselves a bit too far last season.
Yeah.
Like, as good as they were last season, they did push themselves too far. And you know what? Them losing the Champions League final, like, the team just probably meant its physical capabilities. It's probably what it was. Don't get me wrong, Real Madrid were amazing, but like,
but Liverpool didn't turn up that night either.
No, and that's what happens when you meet your physical limits, because there's only so much you can do physically without dropping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's only so much that special medication can take you. Asthma FC as well. It's like, what are the odds? Pretty much the majority of Liverpool's signings under Klopp that are still obviously here now, they're all diagnosed with asthma.
Yeah.
So there's a medication they can actually use that it helps their performances, so to say.
To be honest, I don't know if there's anything in that. It's probably just something like whipped up by like a journalist to create headlines or something. Because that's what they do, mate. Like, there's probably nothing in that whatsoever. Jesus, man! Ericsson almost scored a beauty from outside the box.
It's a free kick I'm about to say, is it?
Yeah, it's Ericsson's one there.
Big saying that. So I received my away kit from Arsenal direct, and the lettering is off-centered. Has anyone else had this happen before? I'm waiting for a reply back from them. I don't know. I've not had that.
Yeah. I mean, I've not had that before, although bearing in mind, I don't buy Arsenal kits off Arsenal Direct anymore. I'm sure you've seen this as well, Ryan, but see, like, see when you get the lettering on, like, on the back, like, because the one I'm wearing now, right, had a Aubameyang on the back when I bought it. And bearing in mind, this is when he signed his new contract, right? The lettering on the back, on the Aubameyang lettering, the number 14, even the Emirates like sponsor on the front, right? The lettering's almost completely worn off.
Okay.
Like, and this has happened. This happened with, was it the one that I got? Yeah, this is the one that it happened before. The one where I got Lacazette on the back when I was in London. Like, I think it was because it would have,
wasn't it?
No. It would have been, I think. No. It wouldn't have been Newcastle. It wouldn't have been the Newcastle one.
No, the Emirates Cup.
Yeah, it would have been the Emirates Cup. Yeah, it would have been, because the Newcastle one, like, I wouldn't, because I got that top after the game, so and I wouldn't have had time to do that after the Newcastle game because the queues getting to the train would have been mad. Varane's been that's you know what
Decent.
Varane's been decent, man.
Oh dear. Even what was it Stefan saying? I wasn't expecting this. None of us were. Let's be honest.
No, we were all expecting like 5-6-0. Let's be honest. Anyone that watched United's last two games would have looked at it right and gone right. Liverpool 5-6-0. I know I did. I looked at their last two games and thought, "There's no way United are beating Liverpool. Absolutely no chance."
Yeah, BX saying that happened to his 17-18 Puma home with Blacker on the back.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
the quality of kits that Arsenal produce, right? And I'm not talking in terms of like designs and stuff, because when it comes to design, they're always on point. But when it comes to like in terms of quality with like names on the back and the sponsorships and stuff like that, like it's horrendous. Like it's why I'll never buy an Arsenal top, because like it's not good value for money, mate. It's not.
Oh, it's ridiculous nowadays. 70 quid. It's gone up now.
Oh,
to sure.
Henderson's trying to shot from outside the box.
It's especially when it's £70 a shirt now, and it's free new shirts every year. Apart from Brentford, are now this is the second season they're using their home shirt, like the same one from last year, and the away shirt for this year will carry over to next year as well. But no one else is doing that nowadays. Everyone's constantly changing every year, but charging for the nose for it.
Bro, I'm not gonna buy an Arsenal kit. Like, why would I do that? The one I've got is just fine. Like, you know, all right, the lettering's a bit off, but let's be honest. There's no unless there's holes in the shirt, which this one doesn't have. Like, I'm not buying a new one. It's a waste of money.
And
besides that, they release a new kit every single season anyway. So what's the point in buying a new one?
I've only got this year's shirts because my brother got them for my birthday. Not because the first one came out the day before. So we were going up there on the weekend anyway, so he got me that. And obviously, then when the other kits came out, he said he'll get them for me as part of the thing. I was like, okay, what? Yes.
Bro, the only Arsenal kits I'm gonna buy are the retro ones, right? Like the Invincible one. I've still got the Invincible kit from a few years ago.
Yeah, I've got that.
Like,
still fits. Just
exactly. Like I've still got was it? Yeah, it would be the Invincible one because we didn't change our
years,
yeah, we didn't. We kept that kit for 2 years after we won the league in, was it 2001?
2000, yeah, we had 2002. So 2002, 2003.
Are you sure? Because I think United won the league twice before we went invincible.
No, they won the. Oh, I'm trying to think now. We won the league in 0102, the double, 2002 double.
Yeah, that's
they
the
won
one
the league in 2003 because we threw it away near the end. We just dropped points at the end.
No. You're right. It's my bad. United won the league in 01. We won it in 02. My bad.
And in 03 they won it back. And then when 04 we won it back and won it invincible. Yeah. Then haven't won it since. But this is our year, everyone. This is our year.
I mean, we're top of the league. You never know. We're having a go.
Liverpool dropped us. Man City dropped points yesterday against Newcastle. Could have lost. They could have lost as well. So if we keep winning our games that we should win, so beat Fulham, beat Villa. I don't know about United now because I'm seeing this.
I don't. No.
I'm joking.
I think.
We'll beat United.
I mean, okay.
But we should on paper, but the way we done pre-season and going into this season, if we go and beat Fulham and Villa beforehand, confidence-wise and form and confidence will be much higher than what they are at the moment.
Yep.
Even though they'll be at home and they've the home ground behind them, we'll have more. We'll have that bit more about us basically. And I think this team has got a bit more about them.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I don't think we'll challenge for the league this season. I think we're I think we're at least like 2 or 3, possibly even 4 world-class players away from doing that. But you get them in potentially over the next 2 seasons or so, then who knows? But
Like I said earlier, we're still with what, just over a week to go, the window. Week and a half to go, the window, something like that.
yeah,
We're still heavily linked with Tielemans from Leicester.
we've been linked with Pedro Neto
I was
from
about to
Wolves
say,
today
David
as well.
Ornstein today put out today that we've been not just talking, but we've been looking at Neto for a while, and we've been actually talking between Mendes and the club, respectively, about getting a deal done. And then suddenly, all of a sudden, Wolves are bringing in players to, I would say, replace. But imagine we do that.
Something
When do we
tells
get
me
so
we
far?
end up with Tielemans and Neto at the end of the window.
If we do, that'd be I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. In terms of incomings, that would be a fantastic window. But we've had this year.
We've had a good window anyway, Ryan. We've got our
We've had a
players
good
in
window,
for-
but this will make it a fantastic.
Oh yeah. I
Fantastic.
get what you mean, but like
Yeah.
this is the first time for like I can't even remember how long that we've actually been prepared for the start of a season, like legitimately.
Very long time. Very long time.
Like and here's the thing: that's all we've asked for as fans, bro. That's
Yeah.
all we've asked for all these years. It's like just go into a season fully prepared with the signings in that you want, and we'll be cool with it. And again, like I don't think we've never asked for like big name signings, have we?
We're not Man United fans.
No.
We just want the right players in the right positions that want to play for the club, but not here to collect a paycheck.
Although to be fair, I think we kind of got that way around the time Alexis came in, because Ozil came in the summer before him, and then Alexis came in, and then Czech came in, and then we were like, all right, we want a big name every fucking window then.
Because again, it became a custom, didn't it? But it got to a point where that stopped. But not only that stopped, we weren't buying, as you say, Petr Cech came in, but didn't buy anyone else that summer. And we desperately needed a backup for Giroud, a competition for Giroud in terms of an out-and-out striking to put it all on Walcott. We needed reinforcement in the back line, adjustments in midfield, and an actual what we've got now in terms of a Thomas Partey-esque in terms of what he does on the pitch, by the way. Midfielder. That's what we was asking for years. It took for an ex-player to come back and get that for us.
Yep. Again.
Yeah, even BX Gunners, and he's happy about the mention of Neto, by the way, in the chat. He's like, my man, oh man, Neto, fire emojis. Arsenal mean fucking business. Oh yeah, again. The sign of the people we've been linked with, they all make sense. These are players. They make sense because they are players we need in certain positions that we need to address.
Ryan,
we're not signing players for the sake of it.
And also, Ryan, yeah, maybe I'm overthinking this a little too much, but also, when you think about it, we're following, I guess, Liverpool's model in the sense that we're signing players to like that fit a profile. Like we're not just signing players just because it's like a big name. Like for example, Pedro Neto, not a big name by any stretch of the imagination, but Premier League proven.
Yeah.
Plus, you can still get mileage out of Pedro now because what is he, 23 years old?
22, 23, give or take. Yeah, you say that mileage.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd be getting the mileage out of him. You then look at Tielemans, who's a little bit older.
24, 25,
a little bit older, but still you'll get a lot of mileage out of him.
And they both know the league.
Exactly. I mean, we might have, well, most definitely, we'll have to replace Partey soon. But if we win,
things happen the way they go, yeah.
If it comes to that, and he gets to a point where like he's on the decline, I have total faith in this regime to replace him adequately. Because they've done that in other positions all over the pitch.
Well, they did that with Partey from the start, didn't they? They identified something that needed to be addressed in terms of the midfield. And they saw Thomas was the one they believed to address it. It took a bit of time for him to settle in. But when he is on it, my God, he's arguably our best midfielder on the pitch when he's on it.
Mate, it's not even arguable. He is the best midfielder when he's on the pitch, mate. Legitimately.
I don't know. You get your Granite, you get your Granite fans in there going, "Oh, Granite!" If it's a good game.
Look. Do you know why Granit Xhaka's looked so good recently?
Because of Thomas Partey there.
Because Thomas Partey can sit back, and then you have what is it? It's like Zinchenko come in into midfield where it pretty much when we have the ball, right? Zinchenko goes into midfield because it allows Granit Xhaka to get that little bit further forward. Plus, you got Thomas Partey sitting to protect the back four. But when we don't have the ball, Zinchenko goes back to left back. Like Zinchenko is a massive difference to how the team plays, because the reason Granit Xhaka can get forward a little bit more is because Zinchenko's there. Like, I mean, I don't want to say it's Man City-esque, but it kind of is, because what was it?
Oh, sorry.
Who did they? Was it they did that with Kyle Walker, where he would step into midfield at times, and it would sort of be like a midfield three when they went forward.
I think so. Yeah,
it works.
Oh, look. Nunez.
The game has petered out a bit.
Yeah, it's gone quiet now all of a sudden.
Yeah, United have kind of settled down a bit. Liverpool coming back into it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, but again, they're coming back into it. But when they get that final third, it's the final third they get into. It's just there's two
every time they play a forward pass into the box, United just boots it away.
Yeah, BX saying that the change in atmosphere is happening. There's something magic in the air. Mate, we're going invincible again. We're winning the league. I don't care.
Oh, my God.
Mate, the meltdown some people would have if we ever won the league, let alone been unbeaten.
And again, every time Liverpool get into that
last bit, yeah.
Like, they just don't. They're not penetrating in that final third. They're not.
They're like rabbit in headlights. They get to the final third, like, huh, what, where? What do we do? We go backwards, we go forward, we go sideways.
That was brilliant from Lisandro Martinez, by the way. That was absolutely brilliant.
Amazing what you can do. You ain't got a fridge next year. You've got a proper defender next year.
But I thought Varane was going to have the game of his life because of the size of Lisandro Martinez. But to be fair to Lisandro... Oh, that could have been a goal there. Oh.
Just as you're praising Liverpool won't score by the sounds of it.
To be fair, though, Lisandro Martinez has been good today. Really good. That was... Bro, Lisandro stopped that from going in. That was brilliant.
Maguire must be shitting himself right now, thinking, for fuck's sake, Liverpool scored. Get me back in the team.
Nah, it didn't hit.
Oh,
that's not a handball. That's not. It hit his side before it hit his arm. Not a handball.
But again, this is a Premier League referee, and we never know.
Mate, if they gave that as handball, that would be harsh, like really
I don't
harsh.
agree. I'm not saying it is a penalty, by the way. I'm just saying
No, I know you're not saying it's a handball, but all I'm saying is if they gave that, that's very harsh. Like,
I mean,
again, there'll be some Liverpool fans online saying that's a penalty. No, it's not.
I mean, what is Bruno though? What is Bruno doing there? Punching the ball towards goal, his own goal.
Again, Liverpool just toothless in the final third, mate.
But Bruno, sometimes Bruno Fernandes, what's he doing? Punching it towards his own goal.
I don't know.
He puts Martinez in that situation in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to Martinez though for staying calm under that kind of pressure though. Like, mate, it was always Maguire that was the issue. It was always Maguire. It wasn't Martinez. It was Maguire.
And we know that. That's the thing is that all jokes aside, in terms of taking the piss out of Martinez's height recently in the last couple of weeks because of performance and stuff, getting that done by Ben Mee and all that.
Oh, that's what you do as a rival, though.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But taking that aside, we know that the issue was that there's a fucking fridge slabhead, what you want to fucking call him, as their defender, as his partner.
Mate, I would go one step further than to call him those two things. I don't think he's a fridge. I don't think he's a slabhead. You know what he is? Mustafi 2.0. He's Mustafi 2.0, mate. That is exactly what he is.
That's an insult on Mustafi.
Look, when I say he's Mustafi 2.0, right? When you watch Maguire, he cannot read a game to save his life. Like, all those criticisms that Mustafi got, he can't read the game and this and that. You can say exactly the same thing about Harry Maguire, bro.
Oh, dear. BX is saying, just a reminder, the Arsenal are top of the table.
Mate,
the Arsenal.
Mate, milk it for all it's worth, right? Because it won't last. It won't last, okay? We all know this, right? So make the most of it. Yeah. Do you think what? Do you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, right? Because I just seen something on Twitter that Cheddar's tweeted, right? Because he's got a feeling that this season will be like Klopp's last season at Dortmund, you know, when they finished mid-table and they had that really bad run that left in the relegation zone. Do you think that will happen? Because I can't see that happening. I still think Liverpool will finish second. Like, maybe that's just me thinking how good they've been over the last couple of seasons. I can't see Liverpool not finishing in the top four. I can't.
Oh, I know that, but in terms of what Cheddar said, your tweet Cheddar just put out then, I mean, look, if you look back, Dortmund did start off really poorly and spent the first half of the season in the relegation battle. Obviously, they came out and finished mid-table, was that?
Yeah.
There's similarities, but it's only early doors. So again, you'd think not.
Do you think we're conditioned to just automatically think that Liverpool will finish second because of how good they've been over the last few years?
I think that's the case because again, that's how good a job Klopp's done since coming into Liverpool. He took them from where they were, just a team that was trying to get back into the top four, basically in and around Europa League and all that jazz, trying to get back in Champions League, to a team that is missed out twice in 5 years by a point to win the league. When they did win the league, they stormed it. They've won a Champions League, been in 3 Champions League finals, won 1, lost 2. So, and that's domestically wise, yeah, you've got to say because of what. But again, that's down to what Klopp's done in the first place, building this team in the first place to get to that point. We're sort of come accustomed to us now.
Yeah.
that they are always up there in no matter what, top two, one season, that popping up when they were defending champions, when they finished like third or fourth because of injuries. That's behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But
Ten
yeah,
Hag will be happy with how that first half's gone, by the way. Really happy with that.
oh yeah, but you'd be mad not to be happy because he's been vindicated in Maguire not starting, and
Yep.
then Ronaldo, because suddenly you're seeing a different United, a more cohesive
I think
United.
Ronaldo goes before the end of the window, mate. I really do.
What's that?
I think Ronaldo goes before the end of the window, you know.
This is the thing though. Where does he go? Who's going to take him now? Because
Do you know
apparently
what I
Bayern
think?
Munich,
Do you know what I think will happen? I don't think he'll be bought for a fee, right?
I think the termination.
My thought process would be: I think United terminate his contract before the end of the window, and he goes that way. I know it's a long shot. While I do think that that's a possibility, I can also see the other side in the sense that they just keep him and then he just goes next season. I can see both sides, but if they're, because here's the thing: if they're serious about backing Ten Hag, they'll listen to him,
Hmm.
right? If Ten Hag wants Ronaldo's contract terminated, then they should listen to him because ultimately he's the manager.
Aye.
And the way like the United are set up, like they don't think about things strategically behind the scenes. They don't. So Ten Hag's having to be the guy that's making all of these decisions. You can't. And again, that's a recipe for disaster because what you
Yeah.
end up with is an Arsene Wenger situation where the
Yeah.
guy is making every decision possible, and then something slips through the cracks, and you don't. Oh, by the way, who's doing this job? Who's doing that job? And this and that. Like,
Well, that's why they brought in Ralph because he was meant to, after the
mate,
incident.
Ralph Rangnick told them what to do.
Yeah.
Open heart surgery, bro. Open heart surgery. He
Uh,
he told because there was a report last season, right? And given how Maguire has performed this season and how Wan-Bissaka has barely started,
hmm.
I believe this report wholeheartedly. Ralph Rangnick told them that Harry Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka are not good enough. And given
Well, they
how
did that.
Wan-Bissaka has barely started a game and
Yeah.
Maguire's been dropped tonight,
He's
like
vindicated again.
I believe that there's truth in that report. I do.
Yeah.
Like,
But look at the hierarchy. What did they do in the season? Terminated the deal and binned him off, let him go off to Austria.
mate. I mean, all right, Ralph Rangnick. If he wants to manage Austria, then fair enough. But
But the thing is, he
you
agreed.
can do both. You can do both. Like,
Yeah, he wanted
if
to
he
do
wanted,
both.
like, he could do like the consultancy thing on a part-time basis. And besides that, international breaks, like, they're few and far between. So it's not like
Hmm.
he's there all the time, is it? So, I mean, if they wanted to listen to him, they could have done, but they didn't. They sacked him, and well, now they're doing what they're doing. If Ralph Rangnick was still there, along with Ten Hag, then I'd be worried.
Hmm.
But he's not. So, I mean, they might. Ten Hag might do something, but ultimately, I think you're going to see what you've seen at United for the last couple of seasons, where they start. Well, in this case, poorly. They have a decent run during the season, but ultimately, the same problems show their face, and they end up faltering because of it.
Yeah. Oh dear. So,
I can't tell if Roy Keane's happy or not. He's just caught.
he just like probably confused. What's going on? He turned up for a game. Well, whilst it's half time, might as well ask you, what did you make of the performance on Saturday with Arlott and Saliba's wonder strike?
I was like Sinchenko, mate. Absolute in shock.
I just loved that. Literally, I was watching it, and the cameras just literally shows replays of him literally like falling to his knees, up again, looking to the heavens, reassessing his life, what's going on. It's brilliant. And wait, who was it? There was another one of our lot, one of our players that were completely shook by it. I can't remember who it was now. But no, it's what a shot though. On his weak foot as well.
Yeah, weak foot, man. I mean, Saliba's just been class, mate. Honestly, he has been. Like, and to be fair, I think those 3 loan deals have helped him out.
Yeah.
Because if you brought him into the team when we bought him, like he would have been a raw centre back, and then he would have been gone in 2 years. So
yeah, he would have made mistakes. The fans would have gotten his back and all that malarkey, and then we'd be back to square one.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, this is pissing me off watching this goal. And the Van Dijk's just standing there like just jostling in behind where the goal. In fact, the goalkeeper, he's obstructing his own goalkeeper for crying out loud.
I do worry for Liverpool, man. I really do. Like, they've not, as good as United have been, and they have been good. Let's not take away from United. They have been good, but they've not really tested them.
No. Salah's been non-existent, to be brutally honest as well, in attack. The midfield, I think something needs to change in the midfield. The midfield trio, because it's not working either. They're getting
because what was it? It's Milner, Elliott, and Henderson.
Yeah.
I'd probably take. I mean, I'd keep Milner on because he's done okay. I can't say that Milner's done terrible. He's done okay. It's either Henderson or Elliott that comes off, and to be honest, I'd be tempted to take both of them off and put on Fabinho. And is Thiago on the bench?
I'll have a look.
People have such an aversion to the tax man because I think you can get lost in a sense, but I find it easy peasy.
Sage members like Laura navigate making tax digital with our helpful.
We've got Adrian, Davis, Fabinho, the Greek left back guy, I can't remember his name, Cannavaro from Fulham, they brought in. Balatic, Philip, and Van der Berg.
So no Thiago.
No.
All right. Then you take Henderson off and you put Fabinho on then. You take Henderson off.
Would you take Elliott off and put Cannavaro on?
I don't think Elliott has been that bad, to be honest.
I'm just saying, give a bit something different, that's all.
Yeah.
Someone who hasn't got that emotional tie to the game.
I mean, to be fair, mate, that bench is really bad. Like, I mean, who have Liverpool got that can change the game? Like,
no. Apart from the young kid from Fulham, they bought from Fulham, he's a young kid. No one. Let's be honest. Looking at that bench. Whereas United on the other end, Heaton as a backup goalkeeper, Maguire, Ronaldo, Martial, Fred, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Donny van der Beek, and I can't pronounce it. Some kid, number 49. I can't pronounce his name. Ganarko, I wouldn't pronounce it.
The best a man can get.
Was it their like backup left back, Shimikas?
Oh, Liverpool, Liverpool wise, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've not really got anyone that can provide to that front three because you're having here's Diaz, Salah, and Firmino are having to do everything themselves. because they've got no one supplying them from midfield.
No creativity.
Like-
There's no creativity in that midfield.
No. And Elliott's not a midfielder. Like he's being played out of position. Like if I had to like nail down a position for Harvey Elliott, it's probably on the wing. But realistically, he's not getting in the head of Diaz or Salah.
I mean, it's 45 minutes to go. If Liverpool don't win this, there's 2 points out of 9 in the opening 3 games. Is that really that for them in terms of getting anywhere near the title this season already? You consider Man City.
That's just 3 games in as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to jump the gun and say that they're going to have a season like Klopp had when he left Dortmund, because I think that's a bit extreme at this point.
If
But
it's 10 games in or 15 games in,
if it's 10 or 15 games in, right, then we can have the conversation about that. But right now, to suggest that would be the case is absolute madness. But as far as the title goes, I mean,
they have to win tonight, surely.
they have to start. They have to win tonight. If they don't win tonight, they're not winning the league, bro. They're not, because what I watched from Man City yesterday, right? Like they were 3-1 down. They were 3-1 down, bro.
Yeah.
And they pulled it back and got a point. So, like, if Liverpool lose this, then they're not winning the league, mate. They're not.
There's more chance of us winning. That's saying something.
I mean,
I'm not saying we will or get anywhere near. I'm just saying there's more chance.
No.
The way things are going for Liverpool at the moment.
No one's saying we'll win the league at all.
Let's have a look, see if it's been suspended. Because yesterday I was looking at the odds. We were third favourites. We cut into third favourites of 10-1 for the title. When we started the season at around 50. Again, not saying we're going to do it. If anyone bites me head off.
Formula 1 as well. The Belgian Grand Prix practice on Friday. Qualifying on Saturday. The race itself from 12:30 this coming Sunday.
Yeah, suspended by the looks of it.
Sticking with what they've got.
I'll be updated on my screen so go over to you.
The second half, which comes next.
Getting into your flow. It's all about how you start. Gillette Labs with exfoliating balm clears a part on your skin before the for effortless
Liverpool losing Mane has made a massive difference to their team, mate.
Yeah.
It has. They're not the same team without Mane.
I think that's again what we were saying about earlier about the moves obviously not winning. I mean, playing literally every game possible they could have played. The maximum amount of games they could have played. Losing the championship final the way they did, and then to lose money like a week later to Bayern Munich. And again, I said at the time, I said earlier, they've not really got their way to replace him.
No,
They've brought in Nunez. Don't get me wrong; he adds to the attack when he does get sent off. But Mane was never a striker. He was that tricky winger that obviously comes off the wing and.
yeah, and bear in mind, Ryan, they've played without a striker since Klopp turned up.
Yeah.
Right? Now they buy a striker this season, so they're having to change system to accommodate Darwin Núñez. Like when you played a false 9 since Klopp has been in the job, like that's a must. You can't understate how big of a deal that is. Like, because when you played without like an out and out striker for so long, and then you're having to change a system to accommodate the striker that you bought, that takes a toll on the team. It does. And Firmino's been, I don't know, declining for at least 2 seasons now.
Yeah.
And he's in the final year of his contract as well. So, personally, for as much money as they spent on Darwin Nunez.
Martial's coming on.
Yeah,
This will be interesting.
yeah.
Revive his career.
I think he might take off Rashford. You know, because you don't take off Sancho and Alanga, bro. Alanga's been
Well,
very.
Sancho's got the goal. He's been
Wait.
threatening.
36. Alanga's coming off.
Took off Alanga, bloody hell.
I mean, I'd have thought he would have taken off Rashford, but I mean,
So what, they're changing formation, or the Rashford going to wing now? And Martial down the middle, or Martial down the wing, and or just interchanging?
well, Martial is. Well, I suppose you could play either one of them. You could play either one of them at left wing and play the other one at striker, to be honest. Because, like, Rashford's played left wing at times.
Fury's
Like-
in the chat. Someone said that Van Dijk defended his area for that, or aura for that goal in the first half because he didn't make an attempt to block. He just went. He's literally stood there again. He's standing there,
Yeah,
on his back, jostling. And again, he's jostled. He's no awareness of what's around him. He's jostling in front of his goalkeeper. So initially, Edison's gone one way. He realised he's fucked up and tried to go the other way. It was too late by then.
yeah. Best centre back in the league, though, Ryan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, better than Saliba.
It's not even the Saliba thing, mate.
Oh no,
Like,
I
I know, but like in my head, yeah. I mean, I've watched both of them, and I'm not even capping when I say this. I don't think Van Dijk's been.
Well done, ref.
I don't think Van Dijk's, the best centre back in the league, but I also don't think he's not been. Not. I don't think he's been terrible either. Personally, I just prefer Ruben Diaz. That's just my opinion. I like both Van Dijk and Ruben Diaz, by the way, but I just prefer Ruben Diaz because he would fit into how I would play as a manager.
We are back underway, by the way, for anyone who's not watching the game, just listen to us waffle on. Oh, dear. But, yeah. I mean, they're pulling the attack now. Nothing comes of it because Colin hasn't lost his mind.
No.
Oh, dear.
I think I'm ahead of you again. I'm just looking at Maguire.
46-22 I've got on my screen, 24-25.
Yeah, I'm on 47-02. So I think I'm ahead of you. For the first time in a while.
Yeah, it's only took how long.
Mate, you don't worry about that. You'll be ahead. You will be ahead of me at some point in the future. I've got no doubt about that because it always happens. All right, so no worries.
Oh dear. Saliba. I blame BX, he mentioned it.
You know what? I heard that on the weekend, right? And I couldn't help but start dancing along when I heard it because look, I don't dance to shit, right? But here's the thing. That chant, bruh, makes you move the hips, you know?
Fury saying, I feel like the problem with having Van Dijk is finding something to pair with him. I feel like it's easier to find two other centre back pairings than it is with Van Dijk.
Well, to be fair, like they had something with Van Dijk and Joe Matip. Like not having Joe Matip there is a massive miss for them. And even with Van Dijk, you'll have him you'll get a threat from set pieces from Van Dijk. To be fair, oh my god, that's terrible! What is that? Just blazed it over the bar, man. Fuck.
Who blazed it? I'm not sure. It's Liverpool players because I heard the cheers.
It was Salah. Not something you'd normally see from Salah. You normally bank on him to score that. I don't know. Maybe I've got high expectations of Salah, but to be fair, he's set high expectations himself. So that's
straight from the off, yeah. Straight from the off, he did that. And then last year, he started the season like a fucking man possessed.
Mate, that goal against Man City last season, holy shit!
Yeah,
He just ran through their entire back line. And bro, Lissandro Martinez has been really good tonight.
well, I get the feeling he's going to get man of the match as well because of this.
Do you know what? He should. He's been really good. I just realised that rhymes. Oh God!
And
I'm on juice tonight, lads. I'm on something else tonight.
Even though Liverpool letting us down, we're doing our best here, guys.
We are. We want Liverpool to win. We don't want United to win.
This wasn't in the script.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, fucking hell. Fury again in the chat saying, the one time I want Liverpool to win this game, they become Santa Claus FC. That's what I'm saying. BX is saying, I'm all out of tequila, but there's vodka left over. Anyone? Yeah, if you're offering it. Take the edge off watching this bullshit unfold.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. My folks are going to be unbearable at the weekend if they win this.
Well, I might just tell them, look, shut up. We're 6 months ahead of you still. And you're Manchester United.
Shit. Ugh.
Yeah, you can have your little win here against Liverpool in a little derby, but we're still top. Oh, dear. At least your dad now knows how it feels to be in the relegation zone. He's felt our pain.
Uh-huh.
What is Alisson doing? Yeah, you and me both, Stefan. You and me both. I didn't see this result coming. I was really looking forward to the United reaction videos. I want my money returned.
I know.
Yeah, fucking was it. Alice talks football, the flying pig. They're going to be like, oh no.
Oh no, Rashford, he's in. It's 2-0 United. Unbelievable.
Sacking he's a fraud.
I can't believe it. What is happening?
He's a fucking fraud.
I mean, this is the worst start
fucking
to
hell,
the second
man.
half for Liverpool. The worst start to the second half. Rashford wasn't even in the game in the first half. I mean, Jesus, that's horrendous.
What was Henderson doing there?
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. Because Martial playing the ball in there, I mean, I don't know. Oh, it might be offside, you know.
Are they looking, are they? Just to make sure.
It's the pixelated fucking... Nah.
Well, if that's the case, like Jesus, they have to take it off then.
Yeah, they have to. Nah, he's not. He's level. He's level. It's been given.
Let's have a look here. 3, 2, 1.
He's level, mate.
Trent in no man's land again.
Mate, it's been given.
Yeah, Trent. That's what I'm saying. Trent is completely switched off again. No man's land.
Yeah. And to be fair, there's nothing wrong with that goal. He's level with the defender, Rashford, so there's nothing. It should stand. It should. I mean, Liverpool have just been. They've been really poor tonight. Really poor. And now Liverpool are up again. Mate, this is the worst start to the second half that Liverpool could have had. Legitimately.
I can safely say Liverpool ain't getting nowhere near the title this year now.
Nah.
Three games in, and we're saying
Oh!
3 games
Oh
in.
my God! How do you not get one back there? Fuck's sake! I don't even like Liverpool, and I want them to win.
Because you hate Man United more, that's the reason.
Rashford's on the foot. Nah, it's not good. Oh, whoa.
Fucking hell.
I swear to God, if Rashford had gone like,
United actually going to do over? Oh my God!
What is Henderson doing for that goal, man? What is he doing?
That's what I'm saying. What was that? Because obviously, as soon as I saw it, I knew that was easy. That was going to be an easy goal.
I know, it's terrible, man.
He just jumps in the air, just throws a limit and hopes for the best.
Klopp's got to drop Henderson for the next game, mate. He has to. Because that's going to end up costing him more games.
Potential. It's 2-0, 54 minutes gone, by the way. There's a question, Colin. Do they do a 4-5-0 on Liverpool now?
Oh, it might be now, you know. Oh, Rashford! Oh, Jesus! Oh, my God. Alisson got him out of jail again. What the hell, bro? I mean, that from Varane was that was brilliant from Varane. Varane was top class there to hold him off and then flick it to Rashford, man. Brilliant. I don't even like United and I'm praising them. What is going on here? Someone book me a doctor's appointment for tomorrow.
Done.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't even like Liverpool. I don't even like them, right? And they're annoying me.
Who does?
Like, what? I don't even like Liverpool, and they're annoying the fuck out of me right now. What is this, bro? Come on. Fair play to Lissandro, man. He's been class tonight.
I'm assuming you a straight red. Who you giving the red to? Which one? Who's got to go?
What, to which United centre back? Oh, man. Bro, I don't want to praise any of them. I hate both United and Liverpool. I hate them both. But out of the two of them, I would rather Liverpool win because I hate United more, being that my family are United fans. I don't want to praise either of them, man. Like, nah. Now he brings Fabinho on when he's 2-0 down. Oh,
of course he does. No, what was it? Because I was going to say, I don't think it's sort of not giving me hope, but in terms of putting my mind at ease, and we've got to play these like in a few weeks' time, is I know we'll give a better turnout than what Liverpool done tonight.
Yeah, without doubt. Liverpool have not.
And that's saying something. Again, that's saying something. Liverpool, that's the standard Liverpool. That's upset and they're so off.
Do you know what, Ryan? Yeah, I don't want to jump the gun here because we've not beaten Liverpool at Anfield in years. Oh my God. Who is picking up Bruno, man? Who? Like, what?
Really, no one.
The defending is all over the gaff here. I don't think I've seen United play this well against Liverpool since Brendan Rodgers was manager.
Fucking that's going back a bit, yeah. Jesus.
It is, man. Like, when Klopp first turned up, right? First time United played Liverpool, I think, on the clock. Maybe I'm wrong, but It's the one I remember. It was either it would have been the Europa League quarterfinals, or it might have been the last 16.
Yeah, quarterfinals, yeah.
Yeah, where Liverpool battered them at Anfield.
Yeah.
Absolutely battered them, and then they toyed with them at Old Trafford. Like that's the first time I've seen a Liverpool side play United, and they bossed it. This Klopp side, I don't recognize it at all. Like, they're not as intense tonight.
No.
They're not even. You see Alisson outside the box. They're like, what? Does Mane make that much of a difference where the whole team goes to complete rat shit against United?
Clearly. I don't know what to say,
McTominay on the far side. Oh.
Even our Eagles has joined us in the
How is McTominay winning fucking duels here? Like, bruh, you know I don't rate McTominay. You know I don't.
And you're a Scotsman as well. You see him if you're national teams, that speaks volumes as well.
Exactly. You know I don't rate McTominay, bro. But how is McTominay getting the best of Luis Diaz there? How? The guy literally hides in games. I've seen it for Scotland and I've seen it for United.
What is this?
Fucking
hell.
Oh Jesus!
Almost three.
Almost three. Bruno Fernandes, mate. Bruno's been better since. Because here's the thing, right? You're apparently not allowed to criticize Ronaldo, right?
Oops, that's me.
Ronaldo, right? Man United don't play like this if Ronaldo's in the team. They don't.
Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, yeah.
They don't.
Well, there's another thing. Oh my god, just seeing it now. That's another thing you've got to sort of touch on is United win this tonight. Does that make it easy for United for Ten Hag to say to the owners and go, you know what, just let him go, terminate his contract, do something.
Oh, it does.
He's just done something he dropped him in a big game, a must-win game, and they've won without him. You. Jesus Christ, you put me asleep, Liverpool.
What are they doing? I'm not even. Oh my god, Firmino, that is.
Okay, BX Gunner, what exactly are you smoking? I still say Liverpool equalise.
What? Based on what? What have they done that makes you think they'll equalise?
Mushrooms.
Don't get me wrong, BX, yeah, but I'm not gonna lambaste you, bro. But what have Liverpool done to make you think they're gonna score? Genuine question. Oh, that's terrible. That is. Oh my god, what are they doing? Every time they get in the final third, they fuck it up.
I've been listing those who aren't here. Of those who are here,
Sour Diesel.
Carvalho is possibly the one a young player. But I mean, when people talk about Liverpool's injuries, I don't think that the actual first 11 is a million miles away from sort of what it would be. Still a lot of good players in there, but when you look at the bench,
that first 11, like outside of Thiago and maybe Keita, like That's a full strength first 11 for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like, what am I seeing here? Like, oh well. Third time's the charm, eh, Ryan?
Yeah. This is that one. The fact of the hat trick. Oh, me.
Oh,
They could have
God.
completed the trilogy, the bastards. They had one job tonight.
Pricks.
That's being polite. I mean, it's put. Does it? Does this put Liverpool in the bottom three now? Never look.
I mean, United are above them as it stands.
Yeah.
Oh, Elliot! Oh, what is that?
I mean, they're fifth from bottom.
I mean,
of
he's
the bottom.
offside. He's offside, but Elliot puts in a nice cross, and no one's in on the end of it. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, your bottom five. Your bottom five are Liverpool 16th, Everton 17th, point behind Liverpool. Wolves, Leicester, West Ham.
Yeah, United are above them.
Yeah, United are in 14th.
After United got battered by Brighton and Brentford.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Do you know what? I don't want to jump the gun, but I'm worried about Liverpool, man. I really am. Not just for this game, but this season.
Playing like this, yeah.
They were poor against Palace in the first half on Monday night as well.
This is a question for you, the people in the chat and yourself now. As we're now saying, it's 65 minutes. Don't see Liverpool winning this now. They had to win to stay in the title race already, 3 games in. So who is gonna test make Man City work for that title this season?
Not be great. I think you'd still look at the first hour and be a positive.
I mean,
where they've been. What a win.
I don't see Liverpool challenging them because
that's what I'm saying. Without them now, who's going to see it?
Based on what I'm seeing and what I saw against Crystal Palace from Liverpool at Anfield, I haven't really seen anything from Liverpool that makes me think they'll challenge for the title. I haven't really seen anything from Chelsea either, so I don't think they'll challenge. I mean, when you're getting battered 3-0 off Leeds, like, no offense to Leeds, but you're not challenging for the title if your best performance is against Tottenham and you only came out of that with a point. And you scraped a 1-0 win against a poor Everton side. Like, I don't see Chelsea challenging.
We've got a new defender in the chat.
I don't see Tottenham challenging. But just talk of Tottenham challenging for the title is ridiculous in and of itself. But based on their performances, I haven't really seen Tottenham play well this season, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, scraped. Apart from Southampton, match day
which
2.
They went 1-0 down in that game as well, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see Tottenham challenging. Oh, shit. Fuck.
We've got a question. Well, I say question. Petit, my words out. Surely we got to sign Uber, not Chelsea take him. Why?
Why?
He comes back. Uber was our best play for many years, for a couple of years. But
key word was. All right? Was.
For the last year and a half of his time at Arsenal, what did he do for us? Let's be brutal. The second he signed the contract, I keep saying this, what did he do?
Nothing.
And for the last 9 to 10 months, he's either turning up late for North London derbies, or just going away for the weekend and not coming back on time.
Aubameyang was essentially what Ronaldo is for United now.
Yeah,
that's it.
Are we going to have an uncomfortable conversation of how tough we think Liverpool will be? Fulham
How-
will be. Fulham will be.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Fulham will be tough, man. They've been good. They've been good, man. Like Mitrovic has been. Hey,
This is a better Fulham that we've seen in the last two attempts with Fulham, the last two times they've been up.
yeah, like because when they went up the last two times, like they went into it without a plan, but now they clearly have a plan. Like they know they're going to concede goals, but they'll also score goals. And to be fair, Leeds managed to stay up playing that way. So if Leeds can do it, Fulham certainly can.
You got to remember against Saturday. Even though we're at home, I think that's going to be a massive factor for us in getting a result on Saturday. Because we've got the crowd and all that, and the positive vibes that are there, and I'll be there, obviously. It's a London derby. It's a London derby. But I think we'll just have enough to get through them. But still, we've got to remember that it is a London derby, so it's not going to be as clear cut as people may think. But we will win. I do think we'll win. It'll just be. We will make for the first time this season. I think we'll be made to work for it for the entirety of the game. Not just the spurts. Oh, for God's sake! I think this guy cannot be an Arsenal player. It's got to be a top Uber is sensational. Surely can't let Chelsea take.
All right. Let's just break this down.
And then says this.
Yeah, you're not an Arsenal fan, mate. You're a rival, clearly. Let's just break this down, right? The reason Aubameyang scores for Barcelona is because, no offense to La Liga fans, but let's be honest, you get more time on the ball in Spain. That's it. And it's not as intense as the Premier League is. And as far as Aubameyang goes, last season he was horrendous. Right? And are we not... Let's not forget what we saw in All or Nothing, because, listen, it's in video form now. Right?
Yeah.
He went behind the club's back to facilitate a move to Barcelona without Edu knowing, without
Richard
Garlick knowing, and without Arteta knowing. So don't tell me we should sign Aubameyang when he did that. As far as I'm concerned, signing Aubameyang is a backward step. It's the same reason why I don't want us to sign Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's the same reason why I didn't want us to sign Jack Wilshere. It's the same reason why I don't want us to sign Aaron Ramsey again. And it's the same reason why I don't want any of the players of the past who have let us down. Simple as that. New era, move on. And again, Martinelli, sending him on loan. Martinelli's been class for us in the three games that we played. What? No.
Got to be a Tottenham fans. Got to be.
Yeah. Do you know what? I regret saying anything about it now, because he probably just wanted attention, and I've given him that. So you know what? Fair play. Have your 15 minutes of fame. You're not getting it again.
Even though he's a Chelsea fan, it's either Tottenham or Chelsea fan, because there's constant talk about it.
Mate, I'm not worried about Aubameyang going to Chelsea. I'm not, because I know exactly what's going to happen, mate. And funnily enough, the Chelsea fan I work with doesn't want him either. So,
a few makes a good point in terms of the documentary you mentioned there. Again, it is in video form. Uber was even said to someone in his car, in the car park, we don't know who he said it to, but he says, amongst it all, the club offered a sit-down conversation with him, just bring him into in the office upstairs, sit down, talk it out.
Bruno. That looked like a pen, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I'm assuming for United because of
for United, mate. Liverpool haven't been clinical in the final third. What are they getting a penalty for?
Breathing.
Let's have a look. He takes the ball here.
They
Nah,
checking
it's
it.
it's a dive. It's a dive. It's not a pen.
Yeah,
Nah.
they checking it.
Nah, he didn't even touch it. Robertson didn't even touch him, mate. Like, it's not. Nah, come on, you can't give that.
I fair play to the ref though. He did call it out straight away.
Yeah, fair. The refs had a good game, to be fair. And I don't rate these referees. I don't. But let's not pretend that the referee's not had a good game, because he has.
Last comment put in by our friend.
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
last season we had an opinion on Arteta that didn't favour him. Yes, and at that time we were right. We were justified in that time because we'd had enough. We just become accustomed to things, and we just thought, know what, nothing's changing. But as the season went on, slowly but surely, he changed our fucking minds. People can change their minds. Is that illegal now? Because when Klopp came at Liverpool, I remember Liverpool fans, when it didn't start off too well, Klopp out, get him out. I don't see them anymore. Well, I'm not seeing them now, but up to this point.
I mean, the way I see it, right? And
he rejudges, for fuck's sake. He was Arteta in from the start. He then differed onto the Arteta outside of things. You want to go this route.
And by the way, at that point, I'm willing to bet that almost every Arsenal fan was Arteta out, given the fact that we were on such a bad run. Oh, Rashford almost made it 3.
But no, you're right. Literally at that point, yeah, because of results and performances at the time, we weren't seeing what we then went on to see in the last stages, like the second half of the first half of the season onwards.
Bro, we were 15th in December, bro. Like, you'd be mad to not be Arteta out at that point.
But guess what? When things changed on the pitch last season in a positive sense, and we could actually see it, and it became consistent in a positive sense, we held our hands up, said we got it wrong, and gave him his plaudits, and we continue to do that now.
And when he bottled top 4, mate, when he bottled top 4, right, rightfully we criticised him, because let's be honest, we were in a privileged position during that point. Like, all we had to do was beat Spurs and we would have made it. But that doesn't mean that we can't give him credit for what we've seen so far this season, because I can say it from my perspective. What I've seen this season is the best I've seen Arsenal play in years. Legitimately years. Okay? So if we play like this consistently, and again, that's the key here, consistently, if we do that and we make top 4, are we going to complain? I know I won't.
No. Oh, well, even because, as I said, I held my hands up when things. I thought, obviously, I've got it wrong, and so far since then, apart from obviously being bottled top 4, we have shown progression. We are going forward. The recruitment is better on and off the pitch. It's the players. It all makes sense.
That was brilliant from Varane.
And I'm not going to, again, unlike other channels and maybe a certain person in Spain, I'm not going to sit here, even in our good times at the moment, and go, you know what, because I don't like him, hit Arteta out 24/7. No. What? That would be fucking stupid.
And also, on that, you have to live a miserable life if that's your mindset. Because I even said this yesterday, right? If you can't enjoy us being top of the league for however brief it is, because let's be honest, it will be brief, because Man City are a different level to us at the minute. We as Arsenal fans understand that and we accept that, right? We don't have a striker on the level of Haaland. We don't have the overall quality of the squad that Man City do. We don't. We get that, right? But at the same time, we can enjoy being top of the league because in the first 3 games last season, we were rock bottom and fucking miserable, and rightly so. So it's like, look, all I would say is enjoy it for what it is, because if you can't enjoy these brief moments, then what's the point in even living then? Because again, it doesn't have to be just with football either. Like,
just in life.
Because like the thing about it is, right, the simplest things in life can get you joy. Like, because what was it? Because what was it 2 years ago? Right? This is kind of an insight into what I was dealing with back then. But I'd walk into like just I can't remember the name of it, but I'd walk into whether it be Pets at Home, Tesco, stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I'd see something hilarious to the point where I would burst out laughing, right? And there's this, I think it might have been Pets at Home actually, like this one guy just, those crunchy toys that you get for dogs and that, right? This one guy takes one from the load, right? And starts gnawing on the thing like he's an actual animal. And I'm like, bro, like, what? You just don't see that. And I'm like, I burst out laughing at that because it was hilarious at the time. And I'm like, did that just happen? Like, and that's the thing. Like, if you can't enjoy things like that bring you joy in your own life, then what is the point? Legitimately, like, no matter how brief it is,
No,
like,
exactly. Oh,
what a save! Oh,
2-1.
2-1. There we go.
Game on. It's going to be right? Is it a 2-2 on the cards?
Oh my god! Hey, you know what? BX, bro, fair play.
If it happens, fair play to you.
We'll give him his props, right? He said Liverpool would score. We'll give him his props. Well done. Well done, man. Well done.
Oh, fucking hell. Not yet. Not yet.
Bruno's having it with the referee, you know.
What is Bruno trying to... Oh, he's a prat, isn't he?
I don't know.
There's no need for him. What is it? There's no need for him to do this, Bruno.
Oh, what? He's just holding the ball, mate.
Oh, no, but no, I mean this, going down and holding his arm like he's been fucking whacked.
Nah, it's not that. He grabs the ball. Mo Salah tries to get the ball so that Liverpool can get an equaliser, and he's holding on to the fucking ball. I appreciate it. It's shithousery and things like that. But
yes, it's shithousery.
yeah. Oh my God, Fury, man. Yeah. You going back in the time machine or what? You just going in the Football Manager time machine? Is that what we're doing?
Are we in 1998?
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean that
10 goals against Man United for Liverpool from Mo Salah. That's mad.
And that was as scrappy as one of the lot. That was a
I know it was.
Result.
Ericsson. Do you know what? If United draw this, they'll be kicking themselves because they've had plenty of chances to kill this off.
Yep.
And Ronaldo's coming on.
Hang on. We've not name called you once. None of us have. Not even my regulars have name called you once. You're the one coming in here twice, by the way.
Boot him from the chat, man. Boot him.
I've got my mods can do that because they're in there. I've got plenty of mods in there that can.
Mods, get on it. Boot him.
You come in now in 2 different streams, the amount of days, saying the same thing in terms of the Aubameyang situation, or Martinez got to go out on loan. And we're not name calling. We're just saying, look, this is our opinion. Yes, you did call us out for being Arteta out, and it's that last season, last year, whatever. And as I say, opinions can change. People can.
And again, we highlighted that almost every Arsenal fan on the planet would have been Arteta out at that point. So, like, if you're calling out us for being Arteta out during that stage, then
fucking what was it?
Like-
Sophie and the Hybrid Squad does a podcast with Kevin Campbell. She was at one point, like you say, staunch. Arteta's got to go. Nothing's going wrong. We're saying the same thing over and over again. He has to go. As I say, the judges said it. Dan Potts has said it. I'm a little one of the YouTubers here, like yourself, and we're getting fucking criticised.
Bro, I remember we did the fan forum after the Tottenham game, right? When we lost, and this is when Jose was in charge. And, like, we were pissed off, like, because what was it? It was even on the top during the Tottenham Watchalong, because what was it? Sam was on the show, Albert was as well.
There's a few of us,
yeah, there was, and Sam was making the point that what we were seeing was systemic from the manager, and he was right in that sense because it was at that time, right? But now what we are seeing is systemic of the manager in a good sense. So,
and then like a certain fraud in Spain, we're not going to fucking constantly criticise the guy when things are going right.
No, it's like it's swings and roundabouts. You know what I mean? Like, we'll have a dip, like no doubt in my mind we will. But
every team does, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. And besides that, let's just call a spade here. Like, you know, every team has a dip. Like, Liverpool are having their dip now. Like, in fact, they had a dip 2 seasons ago. Like, but to be fair, that wasn't solely their fault because they had a lot of injuries, so you could explain it at that point. But as far as us go, like, recruitment-wise, that's improved. And again, the recruitment under when Emery was there, and even before Arteta got there, to be fair, it was horrendous. It was. Like, given Aubameyang the contract, even though we looked at it as good at the time, turned out to be terrible, didn't it?
Yeah, just a tad.
I mean, Pepe, £72 million record signing, now could be off to Nice.
On loan with an option to buy.
Terrible recruitment. Besides that, it was the wrong position. If you're going to spend that much on a player, you spend it on a player that we needed at the time, which was a centre back. I mean, because what was it? In fact, I've got images of this on my phone. Actually, I'm going to look this up because I got, like, you know, what was it? Because I had like old like lineup 11 on my phone back then, right? And this was from, I did this lineup, right, on the 9th of March, 2019, right? And this is how bad our 11 was. And bearing in mind, this was what I thought was our best 11 at the time. You could go swings and roundabouts with this as well. Leno in goal, Lichtsteiner at right back. This is when Emery was in charge.
Yeah.
Koscielny, Socrates, Monreal. I don't really need to say what that is because you all know what that is. Guendouzi, Xhaka, and Ramsey at midfield. Mkhitaryan and Iwobi on either side of the wings. And Lacazette. And bearing in mind, Oba was injured at this point. So that's why I thought, you know what, he didn't make that 11. But Aubameyang was there. Now, that's just a rough draft of what players we were dealing with back then. You compare that to what we've got now, Like you wouldn't touch any of them players now, would you?
No.
Exactly. So there you go.
But hey, we can't change our minds and have a different train of thought.
No.
We've got to stick with our mindset apparently. Leave yourself.
Anyway,
That's like United fans fucking going. We want no, sorry, Everton fans going. I don't want this manager. I want Frank Lampard, and then going Frank Lampard out. That's like United fans going during the Ferguson era when it was all success, and we don't like this. Get out of our clubs, Sir Alex. That's or Arsene Wenger back in the first 10 years, the first decade, basically, the first half of his career, where he was winning league titles and FA Cups and just being basically competitive, getting to the Champions League final and all that. No, I hate this. What? This ain't my club. Get out of my club. That's stupid. And again, I'm not saying we are at this moment in time of that level before we get anyone trips it up and puts it out on social media and all that crap, because they will do.
yeah, they will.
I'm just saying that
Ronaldo. That's terrible.
When things are in a positive vibe and a positive place, why would I then sit here and go and be negative and constantly be on it every string going, Arteta out, Arteta's got to go, Arteta's got to go, can't stand him, that's stupid, it's illogical.
It's not just illogical, mate. It's like, I mean, again, it's like I pointed out earlier, like, you have to be really unhappy to have that mindset.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being miserable all the time. Oh, Martial! Oh my God! What is that?
Liverpool, wake up. For fuck's sake. You're ruining my night.
I mean, they've got, all right, 4 minutes of added on time left. What do you reckon? Do you think Liverpool equalise or not?
No, it's going to stay like this now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sorry, BX.
Well, to be fair, he didn't say Liverpool would make it 2-2. He said Liverpool would score, and they did. So technically, he got it right.
Oh, Stefan, was it Stefan that came in actually? Was it Stefan that said it was 2-2 then? One of the two.
Well, one of them did. I can't remember which.
One of them said 2-2.
I know BX said
that.
BX said that Liverpool would score. I didn't think he said they'd equalise.
And we all like, what are you watching?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, fair play to him. He got it bang on, to be fair to him, man. Jeez. United under the cosh a little bit, yeah? Foul. They've brought Fred on as well as Van der Beek.
Oh yeah, he said he does. BX comes in and says, "I called 2-2." Okay. You got a few seconds.
Okay, you got. Wait. Who said Liverpool would score then?
He did. He said that as well.
Okay. Well, we give you your flowers for that. If Liverpool score again, then we'll give you all the credit in the world, mate.
Liverpool score again. This is coming off. Just top me.
Look, if Liverpool score again, Man United have bottled this in every sense of the word.
In every sense of the word, yeah.
Do you know what? Since Liverpool brought on Carvalho, they've looked a lot better.
He's a little player, he is.
Yeah. What, did he play for Fulham before they brought him?
Yeah. Played for the last couple of years at Fulham for the last couple of years when they were in the Premier League last time and all that.
Where was this intensity for the last
hour?
For the last hour or so? Where was this? Like, that was good for Martial. Although, to be fair, Alisson got to him as well, so. That was really good from Alisson. No, it was, right? Because if Martial connects with that pass, if Martial connects with that pass, bro, right? Van der Beek has an open goal.
No, I'm laughing at. I was laughing at Guy's comment. Don't give up the guts of fee. Well, you want to see him then? You got to pay.
God damn, man.
He said it, not me. He brought it up.
Oh, God, man. Fucking hell.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I think United.
Here he is. Green in chat says a relegation battle that has proved United are average and Liverpool ain't that good, really.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is with Liverpool? I just think they're exhausted physically. I don't even think it's them being like. I don't even think it's them being poor. I just think
there's a fatigue that's carried over.
Exactly. I just think it's like last season's hangover. I genuinely think that's what it is. Oh, Ronaldo. Oh, nah. Come on. He's even laughing it off. He knows it's not a pen.
Yeah. What, has a pen been given or?
Nah, it's not. It's not been given.
No, Stefan. Things.
Oh, oi! All right, enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. Come on.
As I said, things are never that bad.
No. I mean, no offense, Ryan, but if you started with the OnlyFans shit, right? I don't want you to take this personally, but I'd lose a tiny bit of respect for you, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, dear.
They've not been at it, Liverpool, tonight. They don't deserve. You know what? Fair play, United. Fair play. They were the better side. Deserved the win.
I was really expecting Liverpool to turn up tonight and just show United what for, basically. Yet again, they didn't. As you say, it seems like the more games go on now, it's like not only as people are saying in the chat now about Mane, but the fatigue, like you say. But you've said a few times this stream, the fatigue that seems to have carried over from playing every game possible last season.
Yeah,
losing that Champions League final, it's carried over now.
It has, mate. It has, like, because you can't push a team as far physically as this Liverpool team has been pushed and not have a drop off. So, I mean, do I think United are out of it? Like, out of it yet? No, I don't think they are. They put in a good performance tonight, but look, it's all well and good putting in a performance against Liverpool when you have to, but now you got to carry it on to the next game.
Yeah,
because if you lose your next game, this means nothing.
I think the next game, let me have a look. I believe it is Southampton, actually.
I think it might be, actually.
Away from home, 1 second.
Let's see, fixtures here. Right. Southampton away on Saturday at 12:30. So,
yeah.
I mean, Liverpool have Bournemouth next. I mean, they pick up 3 points during that game, surely.
You'd think. They have to, surely. Otherwise, it starts getting questionable about Klopp's time at Liverpool then. For what he's done, the questions you've got to start asking the questions about him then. Southampton versus United, as you say, you've got Brentford, Everton, Brighton, Leeds, Chelsea, Leicester, Liverpool, Bournemouth, Man City v Palace. That'd be a good game. Go on, Vieira. Do us a favour, Vieira, please. And then Arsenal v Fulham.
You know what's happening in the future, mate? You know what's happening in the future?
Go on.
Vieira's using Palace to audition for the Arsenal job when Arteta's work is done.
And what better way to help your audition than help Arsenal out on Saturday? Get a win away at Man City. We win. We go 5 points clear after 4 games.
You know what to do, Vieira. You know what to do, man. You know.
Oh, there you got it off. Stefan saying too many games take it does, and it's clearly taking its toll on this team. Oh my god! I talk about Klopp being out. Like the questions about Klopp being asked. Mark saying Klopp out is trending already after the second goal went in. You've muted yourself. There you go.
There
you go.
I don't know why my microphone does this. I really don't. Maybe it's just the fucking cable I've got. Probably get a new one.
But yeah, oh dear. You can't make that. I mean,
do you know what? That's from rivals, mate. You know that's from rivals. It's not. It's not from Liverpool fans. It can't be. Like, if it's from Liverpool fans, then I seriously question them as like quote unquote Liverpool fans.
Hey, let me be optimistic in this time. Whilst we've got the chance to be optimistic in terms of being top of the league, let me have it.
Yeah, let us have it. We know it's not. We know it's not lasting, right? So we're gonna milk it for all it's worth.
Oh dear! No, I said before the season, before we even kicked a ball this season in the actual season against Palace. For me, the third and a good, obviously, the Europa League and a good cup run, in either league or FA Cup, will do for me this season. But the main thing is getting us back in the Champions League via the league, not via. It all went good. As I still want to win the Europa League because that's a European competition either way.
Yeah.
Get that monkey off our back, going back into the Champions League.
Yeah. I mean, all right. I don't think we'll win the league because the Europa, even if we didn't have like the Europa League to deal with, I don't think we would challenge for the title because I don't think we're there in terms of a squad yet. But with the Europa League, I don't think we'll challenge because we'll have to rotate the squad a fair bit during that.
Well, I think it's very dependent now because again with the World Cup, how kind the draw is for us in the group stages. Is it going to be as kind as it was last time we was in it?
I don't know.
Or is it going to be more difficult? If it's as kind or not far off as being kind,
mate. Everton are 1 point behind Liverpool.
Yeah,
Everton are 1 point behind Liverpool.
Yeah, thank Lampard again. A manager I've said from the get go back in pre-season he'll be the first to go. I thought anyway at the time. And he's 1 point behind Klopp.
And there's the complimentary text from my dad. Go figure. No, actually, no. He was bracing for the worst. He was actually bracing for the worst. To be fair. Well, that was
they're only
a
point ahead. They're only a point ahead of Liverpool now. Yeah. Oh god!
I mean, the way Liverpool are playing. I mean, the way Liverpool are playing, mate. I don't know. Like, I know it's only 3 games, but you know what? It's not so much the fact that it's 3 games, mate. It's the fact that the performances have been so abject in these first 3 games. Like, the players just look exhausted.
That's what I'm saying. He had to win tonight to stay in 3 games in. And we're saying this because of the previous 2 results. They had to win tonight to stay in the title race. They're what? They've got 2 points out of 9 in opening 3 games. All games they should have been winning. Let's be honest here. With the players they have and all that.
I mean, Fulham, that should have been a win.
Home or
Palace should have been a win, and this United team are abysmal, so that should have been a win as well. Realistically, they should be on the same points as us.
Yeah,
but that squad, like, there's only so much you can do by playing so many minutes of football without being mentally exhausted. And these players are shot, mate.
And against their own doing, because apart from bringing in Nunes, they've brought no one else in.
Bro,
I mean, they needed.
Yeah, all right, Carvalho, but they needed to like refresh that whole front three. Like
Yeah.
they let go of Mane, fine. They brought Diaz in, but Firmino's still there. He's on his final year of his contract. Salah extended his contract. I mean, at this point, I mean, to be fair, Salah was poor tonight. Like up until they scored, I didn't even notice he was there. Like-
Stephen's asking, did you not think West Ham looked leggy in their last game? They looked tired as well, I thought.
Yeah, again, like West Ham, they got to a semi-final of the Europa League, which I mean they could have got to the final. I mean, I personally think that West Ham got robbed during that semi-final,
Yeah.
but that's just my view on it. But West Ham played with such intensity last year that they wouldn't have been used to that over the last few years, and essentially that'll take its toll. But,
Yeah.
I'm expecting like because with us because we do play with intensity now, but not to the level that Liverpool have done over the last few years. Because with Liverpool, it's just go, 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 and with us, it's more intelligent intensity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do think Liverpool. I don't think I can process Liverpool having a season like Klopp had before he left Dortmund. I mean, I'm not at that point yet.
No.
But if we get to tying 15 games and these performances are still happening and they're in mid-table, then we can have that conversation. But until then, I don't think that's something that should be talked about.
I mean,
right
if we're 10 games in it, and you say the performances and results are the same, and nothing's improving at all, I think they get rid of him. I think the ball panic and push the panic button. Green in chat saying if we get Pedro Neto and Tielemans, top four should be assuring. Should be.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. No. Do not say that. Do not say shooing around Arsenal, bro. No. I've been around this club too long to think that things should be a shit. I'll tell you how I know this, right? I thought top four was a given when we signed Pepe, Tierney, and all the rest of the players we signed when Emery bottled the Europa League. I thought it was shooing then.
Yeah.
And what happened? Went to absolute shit. Yeah. Now, I don't think things will go down the pipeline with us this season. I don't. Because the players that we bought this season are infinitely better than the players we bought that season, without question.
And the players we had last season,
but all I'm saying is, don't think that things are assuring with Arsenal, because I can tell you for a fact there will be a result this season that goes against us, and everyone's going to think it's all going to go to rat shit. Now, the important thing with that is we cannot lose our heads as fans, right? We always say the players, we don't want the players to lose their heads, right? Well, as fans, we can't lose our heads either, because then that will affect the players.
No, exactly. And from the players' perspective as well, me and Gary spoke about this for the last few weeks, didn't we? We were doing our all or nothing watch-along the reactions and all that. That noticing from last season when we lost the game, when the players lost the game, there was no reaction in terms of the next game. We lose again and then lose again. It got to be a run of losses. If we were to lose a game this year and we nip that in the bud and we actually react and go on and get and react in a positive way and get a win the next game, that for me again shows improvement. That shows they've learned from the mistakes. They are improving as a squad, improving as a whole, and we are actually going in the right direction still. If we're still repeating the same thing, I'll be a bit questionable. But until then, I'm enjoying it for what it is, game by game, week by week. Little World Cup in the middle, but still, and just take it as it is. And look, as I say, from literally day one, I've been saying which will be. I don't care what anyone says in the media and the little YouTubers out there going for their little clickbait fucking bullshit, fucking reaction bullshit. Arsenal should be, and with all due respect, be in that top four by come May. If we don't get injuries, if in terms of big massive injuries, like a big injuries they're sort of seeing in Liverpool at the moment. With a couple of injuries and we can still do it. But it's all about a squad depth now, rotation, and get a couple more players now to see us through to the winter and see where we are. And come January, New Year's Day in January, we reassess things as a club. The club, Edu, Arteta, we come together and reassess things, see where we are. If they need to add another player, even if it's a loan, to help us push us through the next few months, so be it. But I have faith in this setup now that they'll do that.
Yeah, and also another point that no one.
You've muted yourself. Gone again.
Honestly, this fucking wire is doing my head in. What was it? All right.
It was all about.
See last season, yeah. We could have quite easily gotten Isaac last season.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, that would have been a mistake. Because we've done that before where we've panic buyed in January and it's cost us, right?
Yeah.
But in fairness to the club, they held firm. They didn't buy a striker because they knew who they wanted. They wanted Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
They didn't buy Isaac. They got their man. And now look.
Exactly.
The fruits, listen, that January now, in comparison to what we all thought back then, doesn't look as bad now, does it?
When you say it like that, as I said, even
No.
Even then, I had a massive kick-off online. I put things out there and all that, and people had their thoughts. And since then, in the summer, I held my hands up as things are unfolding. I held my hands up, said I got it wrong. I apologise, etc., etc. I can admit to that. But hey,
yeah, I thought January was awful as well, mate. I'm not saying I thought it was good at the time.
Oh no, I'm saying because there's people out there that are obviously spying, so to say.
I know, but like now it doesn't look as bad. However, again, hindsight's 2020 and all that shit. But you know what? It's all good, man. It's looking good. Although now I'm interested to see what Klopp has to say about tonight because he's complained before.
The pitch was too wet this time.
Yeah. 10 hugs with Keane, Neville, and Carragher and that.
Oh, okay. BX saying landing Jesus is like when Inter landed Milito, won them everything.
I mean, Milito was class though. Very underrated, by the way.
Oh yeah, it was. Especially in that 2010 team as well.
Mate, remember was it? Yeah, because that Inter team, right? Look, I don't like Inter Milan. I never will, being that I've been following AC Milan for large parts of my life, but that Inter team when they stunk the new camp out when Pep Guardiola was there was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
it was because like you can't, as someone who appreciates shithousery to such a level, that was next level shithousery from Jose, man. Next level. He just rocked up to the new camp and went, "Oh, you think you're special, do you? You think possession football is so special? Well, guess what? I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to do you one." And
then proceeded whilst the club anthem was being battened down, even though they lost and then Barca were out, the the club anthem was getting pumped into the stadium, and Mourinho's like on the pitch, running towards the fans in the heavens, celebrating. You've got all these Victor Valdez and all that going, no, don't celebrate. Fuck off, go away.
Give each other options when we have the ball, so it's not
Mate.
only about spirit.
And that was it. Not even not long after that, he goes to Real Madrid, and the rival.
That following,
It was so personal between the two of them. Following that, it was so personal. I'm like, this is like, that's the shit you live for, mate. You know what I mean? Like, because we had it with Wenger when he went head to head with Fergie. Like, it was proper like vile between the two of them, and it was exactly the same with Pep and Jose. It was brilliant. I kind of hoped we would get that when Jose went to Man United and Pep went to City, but
it went
the complete opposite way, man.
Yeah, just a tad. But BX is saying it's okay to be excited, laugh out loud, and then goes, "Be excited."
We are excited. We're loving it.
We're not allowed to be excited. Don't be silly. No. Party poopers. Stephen Denham was asking, do you think the World Cup is going to mess some teams up? The league could be mental at the end of the season.
The league's mental already, but you know, it very well could be. And do I think the World Cup will mess some teams up? Yeah, I do. Because that's what you get when you have a World Cup mid-season. Like, because all right, the best way to describe it, right, is with international breaks, right? When you're on a winning streak, you don't want the international break to happen.
Yeah.
Because it mucks up that momentum. Whereas it's the opposite when you're on a losing streak and then the international break comes and you're relieved.
Yeah.
I think you're going to get that, but it'll be more magnified than it would be normally. Do you know what I mean?
Because of the situation, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what you'll get.
Yeah, Stefan saying apparently the pitch was too green tonight, according to Jurgen.
Yeah. We're just making up excuses now. He's not even been interviewed yet.
That's saying no chance.
Ross, stop it. Stop it, mate. Stop it. Like, I don't want to be harsh on Pepe, but my man is literally the second incarnation of Gervinho. Legit. Like, that is what he is, bro.
From the same country as well, aren't they? Ivory Coast.
Exactly. Man.
Oh, God.
Do you know what, Stefan? I miss Jose as well, man. I do. Here's the funny thing, right?
He picked the wrong club last time.
No. I've been thinking about this for a while, right? I know Eddie Howe's doing a good job at Newcastle right now, and you know what? Fair play to him. But do you think at a certain point it's inevitable that Jose Mourinho ends up at Newcastle, given that his mentor was Bobby Robson?
Oh, definitely. He spoke about it before. He'd love to manage Newcastle because of that reason. So I think it is at some point in the next. Again, it's nothing against Eddie Howe either. In the next two to 2.5 years, maybe 3. In the next 2 years, I'd say, Mourinho will come. When the owners feel it's right and they're ready to make the push for silverware, the phone call will be made. And he will be brought in.
He'll be worshipped by them fans as well, mate. He will be.
Because of that connection he has with Sir Bob.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because again, like it's almost the same thing with Rafa, right? Because when Rafa came in, the Newcastle fans knew that Rafa was too good for them, especially at that point when he came in, because they've been managed by someone that, let's face it, was a championship manager at best. And Jose Mourinho, for all his faults, like, one thing that he will get by that with this new board that Newcastle have, he will be financially back. There's no doubt about it. Because Eddie Howe spent between 100 and 150 million.
Yeah.
Like so far, and they've brought in Joao Pedro now from Watford. So they're spending money. And if Jose wants to go to Newcastle at some point, it will happen. Because it's been talked about, like it was even talked about when the takeover was first put in the public light in 2019. It's going to happen. Like, Jose at Newcastle just makes so much sense. It really does. Like, and as far as the whole Bobby Robson links, like Stefan's just said, yeah, like it's mental that he's the mentor of Jose Mourinho, because you couldn't get two people who are polar opposite of one another.
But also, I think with Mourinho as well, because of that bond he had with Sir Bobby and all that, and that relationship he had off the pitch and with Barca and all that, it'll mean so much to him to go to, even though it'll obviously come with the money and all that, for him to go to Newcastle, build a title-winning team, and win a league title, and be that.
Mate, if he wins a league title with Newcastle, bro, if he wins a league title with Newcastle, like, I mean, with Man City fans, you just ignore it because, you know, it's like they're not really, you know, I guess. I don't even know how to put it. Like with Newcastle, it'll be different because they're so loud, them Newcastle fans. If they win a title with Jose as their manager, I mean, I may have to come off Twitter for a few weeks. I kid you not. They won't shut up about it. And you know what? Fair play, because listen, if we win a title under Arteta, I won't shut up about it either.
And Stefan said about the 3-year thing. Yeah, that might be the case, but there'll be a personal reason why he goes there as well. It won't just because of the money, it'll be the personal side of things as well. Because of what we keep mentioning now, Sir Bobby Robson, that bond he had. He's mentioned it time and time again. He'd love to manage Newcastle one day, etc., etc. Because of that reason, because of his mentor and his idol, Sir Bobby Robson has that connection with the club, and that them fan base love Bobby as much as he does. And I think that'll be the more motivating reason for him to go to Newcastle. Even though obviously he'll be given a massive pay, that in this situation that becomes second nature. That becomes second to him. The first and foremost priority for him will be to honour his mentor in the best way he can, and get the team that his mentor loved with every ounce of blood in his body to be a competitive team and win league titles and win FA Cups and get them in the Champions League and etc. Make them a force. But yeah, we're going to wrap things up anyway now because I need to get some sleep. I am absolutely shattered. Liverpool disappointed.
Fuck Liverpool, they're dead anyway.
Getting relegated, fuck them. Oh, but yeah, thanks Connie for coming along.
I'd like both of them to get relegated, preferably, but that ain't gonna happen.
Sadly. But yeah, thanks for obviously coming along and everyone in the chat. Apart from the one idiot who was in there earlier. Doing now that's name calling. That's been nice name calling. But everyone else, thank you for coming along, keeping us company as well, having a chat with us, keep banter with us as well on the game. But yeah, times to go. We'll be back on Wednesday for a podcast. Keep build up for the Fulham game, and then we'll go from there. In terms of the weekend stuff, I'll let you know that a bit on that. But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're in the world. And as always, up the Arsenal.
Manchester United teams that have done well have always had legs up from players who